Welcome back to another episode of Sister Miko. Okay, see, you didn't see her name up on the banner because this is a very touchy subject that may involve legalities. Sister Miko is here with us and she has something more to share with you. We're going to do this in a very, very unique way. And I'm just going to say welcome, Sister Miko, once again. Many weren't ready for this particular show because we just started it live and we didn't make a big announcement. This was something we decided on last night. So many of you will see this in the replay, right? But nonetheless, I know you're going to love it. I know it's going to be something that reveals so much. And Sister Miko has knowledge that she is not afraid to share with the whole medical industry, pregnancies, mortality, birth rates, and all of this stuff. This is her gift, and she's in position in a way to teach you. And I need you to listen to her with everything that she goes through. And she's a revolutionary in a place where most people are afraid to speak their mind. Sister Miko, the floor is yours. Talk to me. Because of the noise over here on my side, I may occasionally mute myself, but it doesn't mean I'm not here with you. Just let me know how to roll this tape. And the floor is yours. Tell us, give us the background on what's going on right now. And the floor is yours, sweetheart.
Well, good morning. You know, it's 7:15 our time. And Lance, did you write that shit down? Because that how you introduced me was just so on point. You got away with fucking words.
Oh, thank you.
That was beautiful.
That was straight off the hip.
Okay.
Thank you.
I could tell. But yesterday I got off from work. I worked Tuesday, Wednesday. So because I'm thorough, I get to work on time and I leave on time. I clock out before 7 o'clock half of the time. So the latest I can clock out on time clocking out is 7:15. After that, you know that you start getting in trouble because they don't want to be paying you overtime the longer you stay on the clock.
Right.
So with that being said, I had been calling to the principal's office. I was talking to a patient in the room, and when I got into the nursing station to turn in my Vocera and get my personal items, I was told by the CAM, which is a charge nurse manager, and she was like, "Oh, they want to have a meeting. The director want to see you in her office." So, you know, when, like I said on the last show, well, when they call you in the office, you're not, what the hell I done did now. But ever since the last show, when I was talking about that event at the hospital,
right?
Well, they came and got me. So I have 4 targeted areas that they had to talk to me about. Now, I only started the video recording. I ain't going to no meeting by myself. And, it's allegedly illegal to record people without their knowledge. But I recorded. So I had my phone in my pocket. I had got on WhatsApp, and thank God you don't have to hold a button anymore. You can just swipe it up and it's just record. Lance taught me about that. But I'm trying to make this long story short. So I get in the office and I see my black director. I see this old white hag in an empty chair. So these are the things that they talk to me about, but we're going to be playing the audio, and when I tell Lance to cut, I elaborate on the situation. Good morning, George Harris. Thank you for joining in. So the target areas: performance concerns, expected standard performance, agreed actions, date to achieve actions. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, boxes. But the first one, support for Sentinel event. Tamiko has voiced that she is still dealing with the Sentinel event that happened on July 13th, 2023. Now, y'all remember the baby just got his head decapitated July 9th. And 4 days later, the parents found out from the funeral home that the baby head was decapitated. This affects her work. This is affecting her work as evidenced by refusal of assignments and multiple call-outs. Expected standards performance in an effort to support Tamiko in dealing with this event. She will contact some dude named KT, manager of employment assistant program, service of the hospital at this number. Agreed actions. Tomiko will contact the said dude. Director of Nursing will place a EPA referral in for Tomiko on August 16, 2023. That was yesterday. So it was taking them some time to find me the particular person that I asked for. I specifically asked for a Black African American, not someone of color. Now, this is just going to play a part when you hear the end of this video, right? So, Tomiko should reach out to the said person by Friday. I have to do this. So, I called him yesterday. So, I left a voice note and I recorded it with my tape recorder. I said, I was mandated by my director, such and such, that I was supposed to call you. But in the meeting yesterday morning, I told my director, matter of fact, I have my second appointment with my counselor on tomorrow at 2:00. See, what they was thinking was I didn't have a session, so where's the lines of communication? So the unit assignment, as of recent, it has been reported by both Tomiko and charge nurses that Tomiko has refused assignments on the antepartum unit and other areas of various reasons, with some related to her experience with the accidental event. So this is the thing. They're trying to get me in triage, right? They're trying to make me work triage. I am a bona fide labor nurse. Yes, I know how to work triage, but I don't like the procrastination that the providers is not a quick turnover rate. I like labor. That's where my heart is. So now they want me to work. You see this, what they said now, related to her experience with sentinel event and other areas of for various reasons. Now they have this, if her name is Nani, she's Hispanic. So they call her Silver Fox. So in the meeting, I told her, well, if Nani gets to pick and choose what she like to do, then it's not fair to everybody else. So if I go to triage, she's going to triage too. She don't float the antepartum. When she come to work, she knows she's on the labor side, period, point blank. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. So why she get so much favor? So on the labor unit, we try our best to rotate fetal demises given the nature of the cases. However, it is the expectation that Tomiko accepts her assignment as assigned. The only exceptions to this for Tomiko or any employee is a doctor's note or a note from a mental health provider indicating that she cannot work in certain areas or provide care for certain patients. Agreed actions, unless Tomiko presents a doctor's note or a note with a mental health professional indicating that she cannot work in a certain area, she is suspected to take all patients' assignment as assigned by the charge nurse. But you got other nurses just working in one area. This not gonna fly. This discrimination to me. So immediately beginning next assigned shift, which is Saturday, I'm just telling you, unless noted received by HR or director, I have to do what they tell me to do. Now, all this wasn't a problem until this sentinel event, until I started saying what I'm saying. So now they done went back and tried to dig up dirt on me. So religious figurines in public common places. Tomiko has placed religious figurines on the unit and in the nursing station. This has caused some colleagues to feel uncomfortable. The organization is an inclusive organization. However, religion is a very personal thing. We cannot allow religious figurines on the unit or in the nursing station. Tomiko will remove religious figurines from the unit. Tomiko removed today, August 16, 2023, on her way home after this meeting. Now, mind you, I bought a lily flower. I bought like a Buddha with the tea light, with holding tea light. I bought, the baby appears to be a Buddha baby, but you know, now we can say I identify with this looking like Egyptian Nigerian prince. But because it's got a bald head and the Buddha dress on, or the looks, That's the boot. So here I am trying to bring things into the unit to make it sink. Because when you think of Buddha, you're thinking about relaxation, meditation, good vibes. I even had a thing that I got from Home Goods that said good vibes. Got a nice little plant flower pot. I had my own where I usually sit. I had sunflowers at the desk that I sit when I work at, especially if I'm working in the, on the labor side. A frog that's doing like a yoga pose. When I tell you, I say, no, I'll take everything. No, you just have to take the religious stuff. I say, no, I'm taking everything. I snatched all my shit up from the fly. So the girl's like, hey, where you going with your good juju? Why are you taking that? I say, ask the director. So then time and attendance. Tomiko has called out several times from January 1st to August 1st, 2023. In this expectation that she reports to work as scheduled according to policy. First counseling due to 8 accumulated points on time and attendance log. Tomiko will report to work as scheduled. We will see EAP services for support. Consider FMLA or intermittent FLMA if needed. Immediate adherence to the time and policy occur. See, what happened was, now I'm guilty on this part right here. So according to their policy, 4 points is a prep talk, but because they didn't catch me in time, and it was, they didn't have no management, or the management was busy, she was new. Mind you, the manager came in as her friend. They ace boo coons. So she was telling me in the interview that she has some outside and she need, I don't have no skin in the game. All of this bullshit. What she doing is, when I'm in the interview, I said, oh, this bitch thinks she's slick. What she doing is, trying to feed me like, you coming in and you're going to be my eyes and ears and my undercover. But now, this is what I get right here. 8 occurrences, which I have 8, equals termination. But since they didn't call me in the office, they can't just fire me because they never gave me any warning, no pep talk, no nothing. But my evaluation that I received from her best friend that left. Now, how your best friend's gonna leave you hanging like that? How? You brought these women, you made these women leave their full-time positions. I think they went PRN or however they went, and came to work for you full-time. You told them, one girl's like, I asked for this. I told Charmaine I couldn't work for this money. They end up giving her what she asked for, or close to it. But they both left at the same time. July, this happened the 13th. The 12th was their last day. We worked the 11th, came in on the 12th. She was supposed to work. July 13th is when that Sentinel event happened. Tim did not bring her ass back to work. She was charging us that night. And she told me, she said, Miko, I ain't coming back to this bitch tonight. I'm out. When she was doing my evaluation, she was telling me that how the director and the manager had fell out. They was no longer talking no more. Y'all friends. Y'all been friends for years. But you see how niggas do. I see what Malcolm X was talking about. Anybody that these folks put in, nominate, they are paid, bought and paid for. So, roll the tape. No, okay. The first part is dealing with the Juneteenth situation. We had a first annual, my idea, Juneteenth celebration. We celebrated on the 16th because, Sister Miko don't do those types of holidays. That's my day off. So I put in to have that day off, so I didn't call off. I didn't have to work. So Juneteenth was the 19th. They was taking the decorations down they left them up Monday morning, but Tuesday night, Tam, which is the director friend, was taking them down. And I said, hey, what you doing? Why are you taking them down? She was like, Juneteenth is over. Now, mind you say, happy Juneteenth. They had the black fist. They had the women with the afros. They had like the Haitian flag. They had all this beautiful red, black, and green, free-ish, 1865. All these little things, the little squiggly things come from the ceiling. We had that unit so beautiful Because that Friday before Juneteenth, we had this big ass potluck, and the rules was no watermelon and no fried chicken. Y'all, please, when you come in the room, show your respects and hit that like button. It's 16 people watching, and we got 4 likes. Hit that like button. Thank you, appreciate it. And so the next day, I say, cause Tam, at least leave it up to 4th of July, because our ancestors were still enslaved 1776. Juneteenth was 1865. So roll the tape, please.
Ahead of time that you wanted?
I didn't even know they were taking them down.
Okay.
Because when I seen, when they threw them in the garbage, I wasn't digging in the garbage.
You wanted them?
Yeah, I even had a flag up in the area where I sit, and I came back, and it was gone. The one that I took off the desk that Bayfront had gave everybody with the pins. Everybody's still wearing their pins, and the flag is gone.
But did you tell them that you wanted the decoration?
If I found one, would you want it?
It was a different decoration, but yeah, I would love to have my flag back.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll check with the people that put the stuff together and see if they have any.
Yeah. Do you think,
I think the decorations, they probably felt it was too much. Because the next day, they were taking them down. June 19th, June 20th, they was taking them down. When Valentine's Day was up all month, St. Patrick was up all month, Easter Bunny was up all month, Pride up all month. They even had a big shebang. But when we did our first annual Juneteenth celebration, we brought in all soul food, all the girls, all our coworkers who worked that Friday. We did our thing. Juneteenth Monday, Tuesday, Tam was taking them down. Wednesday, it was gone.
so Tam took them down?
Tam started taking them down. I asked her, why are you taking them down? Juneteenth was just yesterday. Then when I came back to work Wednesday.
So it was Tam who took them down?
No, Tam didn't take them down. She started to. And then I asked her, why are you taking them down?
Oh.
Because Juneteenth was just yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Come back to work Wednesday. Everything was off the walls except for the fist that was in front of the nurse's station, in front of the charge nurse station.
Cut.
And then it was.
So we had a fist that was literally in front of the seat where the charge nurses sit. So you got all the other computers, but it's the spot where it's the charge nurse, quote unquote desk. And that fist was up there that black fist was up there for a long time. And I was surprised because it was up there. So my flag disappeared last week. Juneteenth, they took the decorations down on the 21st, completely down. And I had my flag that the hospital gave everybody and the little buttons, because I still see some of the doctors wearing the little Juneteenth button with a Pride Month buttons. So I had an iron sunflower seed flower that I brought from Home Goods to put at the desk that I always sit at when I'm working on that side of the unit. So I had the flag stuffed down in the sunflower in the wires. I get to work. The bad baby gone. It had been there since Juneteenth on my flower. So why would you come over there and remove it? Roll the tape, big bro. You can start it back, Lance.
Something said about that. Why is that still up there? And then we have this new thing. Oh, going forward, no holiday decoration can be up for more than 5 days. When they threw Delilah a party or something with Delilah, those balloons was in that office where the doctors dictate at for a long time.
I know I was the one who told him to take them out.
Because you can literally smell the balloons. It was so old, you could smell.
I was
The
the one
rubber.
who told them to take them out.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like nobody was going to do it.
Cut.
Well, I think in the future, if we have decorations and you want them,
So with that being said, you see what she said? She was the one to tell them to take them out. They threw the girl a damn party and they had big ass balloons. They love to party and celebrate. And that's normal. But they had them left the shit back there for so long that the balloon started ballooning back there. Smelled like straight rubber. Magnum PI condoms back there. They'll throw parties. The shit be out for 3 weeks. Food. Somebody put ice cream up under the cabinet. Ice cream. These some nasty nurses. You can't say housekeeping. You can't say this nurse is doing this. Okay. Play it, big bro.
just tell somebody ahead of time.
It's not just the
Set them
decorations.
aside
I
for
just
you.
think what Juneteenth, I think it has something to do with that. That's what I think. That's what I feel. Because they was just so quick to take them off the wall.
I didn't hear anything about it.
Cut. I object. This heifer walks in the unit every morning when she come to work, Monday through Friday when she's there. There's no way you didn't see them decorations. We had the sign out. We had a beautiful potluck sign. First annual Juneteenth celebration. And you ain't see, when I tell you them signs was big and bold, we had a big ass banner that like draped down like a smiley face. Happy fist, Juneteenth fist. And everybody was so ecstatic to celebrate Juneteenth. The Cuban women who date and married the black women, got kids from black men. They had their in-laws making collard greens. They brought all black food. When I tell you that thing was, and matter of fact, I made the bigger portion of this. I had to bring a wagon in to bring my black eyed peas, my turkey, my baked turkey wings, my collard greens, my macaroni, not my macaroni, but my what's the stuff? Cornbread. I made boiled corn on the cob. They tore that shit up. And when we finished, before the shift was over, I had cleaned up everything. I even took out the trash and put it in the soil utility room. So there was no traces of a party left behind. Period. Roll the tape, bro.
I didn't hear anything about the
Did you ask Tam why that fist was still up there on the wall in front of the nurse's station? Because that's what word got back to me. Like you said, a dog that bring a bone to tear one away. Yeah. One of your workers came and told me, hey, one day Charmaine came in here and she saw that fist sitting in front of Tam. What's that still doing up there?
I don't remember fist being up there.
And that's why because it was just, nobody never paid
Cut.
attention to it.
Cut the tape. White girl. She said, Miko, I meant to tell you, guess what happened? Well, one morning, Charmaine came in because she comes in like 6:30, around the time we come in. And she saw that fist. Remember the fist that was still sitting up there in front of the charge nurse desk? She said, what's that still doing up there? You see how this bitch just lied? Roll the tape, bit, bro.
I don't even remember a fist being up there.
Yeah, right in front of the nurse's station, in front of the charge nurse desk. That made me feel as if, well, now it's just 5 days. I said, dang, ever since Juneteenth, now we can't have decorations up for no more than 5 days.
I don't think there's a time limit per se on decorations. I mean, I know we do the glass,
Yeah,
but and I think for that,
that's like the whole, they have their little thing
But
But
that's
that's
the
what-
theme.
Yeah, the theme. So, but the time limit is 5 days now since the Juneteenth incident.
Well, what's the Juneteenth incident? I haven't even heard.
They took the decorations down
But why is that an incident? Because they
Well,
took
see-
decorations down.
because how fast they took those decorations down. You
But
saw the decorations.
But the rest of those things stay up for when we do the theme. Those
That's
things
I'm not talking about the theme.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Valentine's Day, the whole month. St. Patrick's, the whole month. Easter, the whole month. Whatever they do, their little decoration. It's not many,
Mhm.
but I guess the Juneteenth thing was just too much. The banners, the fist, I guess it was too much for the unit. But they took them things down right away. And now we only get 5 days. You have to talk to Jaleesa and Michaela about that.
Well, I'll talk to Jaleesa and Michaela about that, but I haven't heard about 5 days.
Not what they told us.
And that bothers you?
Oh, very much so.
Y'all right, Master Glam. Too much blackness.
And how many days would you recommend?
Oh, you know what I told him? I said, keep it up to the 4th of July, after the 4th of July, because technically my ancestors were still enslaved. 4th of July is 1776, Juneteenth, 1865. So I said, because it's almost the end of the month, or to the end of the month, but thank you for the flags, though.
But you're gonna see if you can find her.
Yeah, I'm
One of those
Mhm.
flags that
See whatever we have, yeah. I think
Cut the
Sasha
tape.
was the
Cut the
one.
tape. So you see how she talking, right? Condescending. Listen to the tone to the next question, right? And see, this is why you can't go to work and be black like me. Now, y'all know how I talk. I just can't go rah, rah, rah at the. So I'm holding back. I'm really holding back. I had some slip ups, but I'm looking at this woman, and she's looking at me with this condescending, like, you old bitch, you look. And then she'll look over to the white woman that was sitting next to me. I didn't say anything to that. My eye contact was on my director. The only time I turned to address that white woman, when I tell you, I turned my whole body and I opened my legs and I put my arm over the back of the chair, you would have thought I was Scarface in there talking to her. With Charmaine, I'm doing like, you know how Malcolm X put his finger on his cheek and got his over his mouth, like
Yeah.
he resting, or then I get a hangnail noticeable, so I'm biting on my hangnail. These are all body languages, right? So I'm telling them shit without telling them shit. I done crossed my legs. The only thing I didn't cross was my arms. But still, and I'm talking to my Miko, just mind your body language. Okay, roll the tape, big bro.
Help put together the different decorations, so.
So that was the first that I've ever seen any hospital celebrate Juneteenth since they started it.
Yeah, that's
So-
the fun and
That's because
engagement
we're on
committee that,
Mhm.
you know, they've
On the
been
fun.
trying to,
Mhm.
We're on the fun and engagement
Yeah.
committee.
doing different things.
So
that
we
was-
wanted to bring awareness.
Mhm.
And so that's why we ordered those flags and those bracelets, and we wanted to have all black businesses. And so we're on the fun engagement.
Cut, big bro,
So that's where
cut.
we came.
You see how she said she wanted to bring awareness? They want to have all black businesses. So when it comes down to black people, we can't have nothing for ourselves because we always got to fucking share. Everybody got to eat off the black food truck. Or we just can't have nothing for just black people. Juneteenth is a celebration for American black people, not including my other black brothers and sisters from the diaspora. But this is us in the US. But we always got to be inclusive. But roll the tape.
Mhm. Yeah. That was a good one. Thank
Good,
you.
good. Thanks for, yeah, because
Because we don't get acknowledged.
You hear this white
Because for
heifer?
February, I even told my coworkers, you can hear a rat piss on carpet. I didn't see anything with anybody dealing with Black history. Nothing. Nothing.
We did. The
I was
organization,
gonna
we
say,
did stuff for Black
yeah.
History Month. The organization did.
Mhm.
I'm used to the unit.
What did you do?
You see how, what did you do?
What did you do for your unit for Black History Month?
I have to take my stuff home.
What did you do?
I have to take my stuff home.
What did you do for Black History Month on your unit?
Oh, I can't
Time out.
work.
Time out. Time out. All that shit I bought on that unit that I had to, that's what I was saying. My religious items. Who don't, when you do yoga, are you just thinking about Jesus Christ? Buddha is known for the Zen and the tranquility. That's what Buddha is known for. You ain't got to be no goddamn Buddhist. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be a damn Christian to pray Psalms 23. You know, so what did you do? This. What did you do? But I tell you, roll the tape, roll that beautiful bean
That's what you
footage.
I took care of my patients.
Okay. And that's what your coworkers did too.
Okay.
See that? Watch this. Oh, I'm looking at her, just shaking my head, rubbing my chin, like you bitch, you.
Not really a committee, but do you guys have somebody on your units that help plan activities for the unit?
They don't, but usually it's somebody that's passionate about a certain holiday
Mhm.
who will say, can we do a potluck or can we do this? It's usually a person that's passionate about, you know.
And I was passionate about Juneteenth.
I'm not passionate, you know, somebody may be passionate about St. Patty's Day, so they want to do something, or there people say, hey, can we do this? Somebody's passionate about this holiday. So that's why I said, if that's something that you're passionate about, just like people who are passionate about St. Patty's or people who are passionate about Easter, they'll say, hey, can we do this? Or if they're working on 4th of July, they'll make suggestions and you'll see them start getting together. So if you're passionate about Black History Month, just like everybody else gets together and say, let's do a potluck or let's do this or let's do this theme or Cinco de Mayo, nothing's stopping you from doing that. That's what they do because we don't really have a designated person that does that. Nothing's stopping you from doing that.
Well, I did it Juneteenth.
Yeah, but you can't. But we can't say nobody did anything.
Okay.
Time out.
Because if that's something
Time
that
out. I've been doing this 16 years, and somebody always put up Dr. Martin Luther King around that damn unit. On our flyers, because they always put shit in the bathrooms. So when you sitting on the toilet, you can read, have something to read. They ain't have that, man, nowhere. I know I wasn't expecting Malcolm X or Marcus Garvey or Francis Cress. None of them. But they ain't even have Martin in the building. But she said they did something across the street. So we in 2 separate buildings. You got the main hospital, and then we're connected with the children's hospital. So you see how well, what did you do? I got to take my stuff home. Roll the tape, big bro.
passionate about, then you can make the suggestion like the people who are passionate about those other holidays
Okay.
did. Our organization did something. We had T-shirts.
Watch this
all
shit.
The Black leaders. It just wasn't just Black leaders. All the African American, some leaders in the organizations. They asked us, what does resilience mean to us? We were highlighted all month. I know you guys didn't get to see it over here, but we were all on the monitors in the main and on Swift about what resilience meant to us.
You know what resilient? I should have said, you know what it means to me?
A whole virtual.
Cut the tape. Cut the tape, big bro. What resilience mean to me? To be able to survive and thrive in a country where I was born and told that I can grow up to be everything and anything I want to be, but that wasn't true. It's resilient to be able to be coming from Black people, stolen people, indigenous people, enslaved people, to go through all of this here and still become a nurse and still have to come back to a job. Back in the day, this puts this same hospital, didn't allow Blacks here. That's resilience. I can imagine what they say. You know when they be putting them little foo-foo, I don't even read them shits. Click, 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 click. If it ain't got nothing to do with me and what I need to do, I don't read none of that. Roll the tape, big bro.
Engagement.
Another question since we're talking. You know the little pamphlets that we have that we're giving our mothers with the mom and the baby on it,
Mhm.
baby place. When was the last time you had a black woman and a black child on that?
Watch
My
this.
folders on
Watch this. Watch this. Watch
on
this.
my
Watch this.
baby
Yeah.
is a brown woman.
Keyword
baby.
brown.
You talking about the one we giving out now?
On Mom Baby, the new branded one.
I ain't seen that one. Because if that's the one they put on the charts right now that I've seen on our unit of Mom Baby.
And within our folders, it's very diverse. It's not just
But what I'm saying,
within our
Charmaine,
booklet.
You're right, Ross. She is. Cut the tape, bit, bro. Now this part I'm fidgeting because I know this bitch know what the fuck I'm talking about. Excuse my French. I know she know what the fuck I'm talking about. And this is why nurses don't speak up. Staff members don't speak up. Because this was intentionally done to make me feel uncomfortable. This is intentionally done to make me feel like I am the bad guy. Now, the brown person, everybody know that thing, how it go? If you black, stay back. You white, you right. You brown, stick around. Yellow, you mellow. Did they got something for the red man? Red, you dead. Is that how it go? How it go, Lance?
You pretty much hit it on point. I think that is what the red you did.
Hey, I don't know. Anybody's at the red, you dead? Because they damn near killed all them off. And if not, they stay drunk as a skunk.
For real.
So the lady on the, I knew who she was talking about. She knew what she knew who I was talking about. You see the keyword, she said brown. So it was a Hispanic woman on the magazine. A lot of the nurses are Hispanic, whether they're from Cuba or Puerto Rico or another Spanish country, or I don't know which one that Gonzo knows from, but she from somewhere. Maybe Morocco, but or white nurses, and then a handful of black nurses. So she talking about it's the brown person. Roll the footage.
we don't see. We're on the inside. We're not on the outside.
Mhm.
Every time you hand out something, it's always somebody that doesn't look like the people you serve. And I know we serve everybody,
Mhm.
but you get one particular clientele always on covers, then you get the others. Can we switch it up a bit? That's what I'm asking. That's diversity.
Watch this.
But the booklet is diverse.
Charmaine. This, excuse me.
You see, I'm fidgeting around. You hear? That's me moving. I'm shuffling, boy.
That's old.
I understand that, but I'm just letting you know.
Time out. Time out. Cut the tape, bit, bro. So I don't reach back on the table because I done seen a photo with a non-black baby. But maybe this is I know this is a baby of color because it got too much tan on him. This ain't no white baby, but this is a baby of color, but he could be a white baby. So I reached back to the table and grabbed the folder to show her this is the shit I'm talking about. Y'all never have black babies on stuff that you're handing out to patients. You know how many pamphlets we can get? We can get maybe over, I'll say, just say 50,000 pamphlets printed out because we do a lot of deliveries. So we giving each one of these patients that come in, if we do 10 deliveries, 10 mothers get this pamphlet. If we do 150 deliveries a month, 150 mothers get this pamphlet before they leave this hospital. So that's propaganda going out. You're giving this particular brown woman on this pamphlet to her Hispanic brown people, to the red man, the yellow man, the white man, or should I say woman, and the black woman. So when are we going to get our chance to be on front of the magazine? On the cover of People's? Roll the tape, bit, bro.
Because I had this issue way before I became a nurse. And I had my baby here at Bayfront. Everything they gave me did not look like me.
That's not ours.
I'm not saying that's yours, but I'm
Yeah,
just saying
that's
this
not
is
ours.
usually the go-to. we're not represented in advertisement.
Our booklet that we have now is diverse.
That folder,
It is a representation of our population.
I understand what you're saying. You say the brown person on it. You talking about the book that you got the text putting on the charts now, on the units. That's what I'm talking about, that book, the pink one.
I have to look, but what's on the cover?
It looks like a white lady and a white baby. She holding a baby.
Y'all should have seen how that white lady was looking over there.
All I'm asking is, can we start putting more Black people? Because when we say people of color, then you're going to get an Asian woman. Then you're going to get a Hispanic woman. Can you get somebody on there that looks like me?
On the
folders.
On the booklet that they get on Mom Baby, there is a person of color on that cover of that booklet, and they're African Americans in that booklet.
So when you say
time out. Did y'all hear that? She said that there is a person of color on the cover of that book, and there is some Black people on the inside. We always on the fucking inside, but we never on the outside. We only on the outside when we ain't included in on the inside, and that's the bad side. Roll that beautiful bean footage, big bro, because this shit finna get good.
I just said, when I say person of color, that could be an Asian woman, that could be a Hispanic woman, that could be an Indian woman with the dot, the Indian woman with the feather. I'm asking, can we get somebody that looks like me on the front of a cover? So when you first get that book to a mama, that they can see diversity. Because this is the issue.
Why does a person on the cover have to be Black in order to be diverse?
That's fucked up, ain't it?
Do you understand? I don't think you understand what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say is we would like
Stop, big bro. Stop, big bro. You really think you heard what she said, and chime in with me, big bro. Why does the person have to be Black on the cover to be diverse?
She told it right there. She told it right there. You're not allowed to be on the cover. You can't be Black.
That's what I'm talking about. You can be Black on the inside. Right,
exactly. Hidden away. Or if you are on the cover, you're not going to be on the inside. Like,
if you are on the cover, it's gonna be, you're gonna be a smaller piece, but everybody else gonna outcrowd you. Now, listen now.
To see more of us on the paper, on stuff that you hand out to your clientele. You know, one of the reasons why I had a challenge of breastfeeding, because I didn't see it.
Cut the tape. And I did breastfeed. I saw my cousin mother breastfeed. But what I meant by that, a lot of Black women don't breastfeed because a lot of Black women don't see other Black women in their family breastfeeding. If you're not from Africa, if you're not from the Caribbean, the majority of American Black women, we do not breastfeed because we just don't breastfeed our babies, but some of us do. But you will find more Caribbean people and more African women breastfeed their babies. On down to the Hispanics, our brown brothers and sisters, as they call them. But if you give material out that looks like the patient, 9 times out of 10, oh, dang, Keisha breastfeeding, I'm a breastfeed too. Misha breastfeeding, I'm a breastfeed too. Tamika breastfeeding, I'm a breastfeed too. Shantae breastfeeding, I'm a breastfeed too. Look at all these Black women and this and that. Yeah, there's issues with breastfeeding. There's challenges with breastfeeding. But when you just see, oh, that's for white people. When back in the day when the sniper came out, did anybody think the sniper was Black? We was appalled. We thought that man was a white. We just knew it was a white dude going around sniping up damn people. And certain stuff, Black people, you know, white person did it. And then when we find out that it was like, God, damn, he must have had white friends. Because there's some stuff Black people just don't do. Roll the tape, big bro.
I'm a part of this community. I'm from St. Pete. I was born in this hospital. I had my daughter here. So I'm trying, as a nurse, coming back, I'm letting you know that the paperwork you're giving us, we don't see us. We may see a little picture here, even when you come in the hospital. Excuse me, when we come in the hospital.
Oh,
The pictures,
vigilant
now these
boy.
beautiful pictures, but looking at the main pictures, it's more white families on these walls and than it is us. But when you say people of color, that decreases your black looking people to now you got the Asians, the Hispanics, the Indians, the Pacific Islanders, and everybody else. So now that's the people of color.
Do they not deserve to be represented?
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. But when
Lord Jesus.
I did not say that, Charmaine. I'm just asking if we can have more black looking people on our brochures.
I can promise you that we will have more people of color.
But there you
We
go.
will have
Ooh,
more
pause. Somebody put in the chat what that comment she just said, who she remind you of. I can promise you we will have more people of color. Man, look at here. Can somebody put it in the chat right quick who she remind us of? Roll this clip, big bro.
That represent the population that we serve.
I understand that.
That is Black, white, Hispanic, Indigenous.
Indian.
The population that we are serving.
Stop, big bro. You see how she corrected me? But by the time I said the Indian with the dot, I already knew I fucked up right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's why she said indigenous. That was the feather Indian. And then the Indian, that's the red dot. So I'm going to educate your little wannabe smart ass sitting. I mean, she was sitting up, even my baby sister was like, damn, she was ready for your ass.
You know, it's already obvious, like Master Glam said.
Brother Raw, you hit the nail on the head. Bam.
Right? She's a gatekeeper. She's part of the Divine Nine, and she got the secret chase going on, and she's there to work for and go against anything black.
Yeah.
And those are the same
she
people
with black children and a black husband.
Right, but see, those people that will tell you black is the wrong thing to say. You're not supposed to say that we're not black. It's the Black's Law Dictionary. They say all this stupidness and whatever, and they're working against the people who look like them. What is wrong with that?
And you said the white lady sitting there, like what is it, the mistress or the missus? You got the master, the lady of the house. She's sitting there watching the two slaves go back and forth at each other about people of color. And black people that look like us. Roll the tape, big bro. Roll the big. Yes.
You're
right, Brother Raw.
What you're saying. I'm not saying exclude anybody. I'm just asking that we be represented more, because when we say people of color, that diminishes your black numbers.
Watch this.
This remind me of
Brother Raw, you ready?
When Kamala Harris said, "Oh, we're not going to do anything just for blacks. What we do for blacks is going to benefit everybody, but we got an anti-Asian anti-Asian hate crime bill, only for Asians."
Ha! Bam! Mic drop. You should have seen how that bitch looked. Did this bitch just say? Did she just say what I just think she just said in front of this white woman?
Perspective, I think they do.
Oh, wait. Hold, big bro. Now, mind you, the lady didn't say too much. Now after I said this here, that bitch had to clear her throat, and now she talking. This is when I turned my whole body around and opened up these damn legs and was like, come on in, baby, because I'm finna let you have it. But I had to hold back because I remember, damn, I got bills to pay, but I'm still gonna give them this smoke. Go ahead, big bro.
First. I from the years I've been here, it's just how the brochure is put together. Sometimes there's only one picture on the front. sometimes there's 3 or 4 that are part of that picture on the front.
And I haven't seen the
So-
one you're talking about, but the one on Mom Baby, I specifically looked for diversity to make sure that all ethnic groups were represented. And so, maybe I just see it a little bit differently.
Yeah, he the shit.
But that's just how I see it. And so, it's almost like being the president of the United States. As a director, I'm providing services to everybody. And so I want to make sure that everyone is represented. I want to make sure that when people look at our brochures, that everybody can see themselves in our brochures. That is important to me. So I get where you're coming from. I opened a hospital in the Middle East. I was in the Middle East for 5 years. I was responsible for doing the brochures. I had to send them back because I said, you can't have brochures in the Middle East country with a white woman on, there's nobody in a hijab, like we can't. And we had to change it because it was just all white women, right? But in the Middle East, it's not just Middle Eastern women. It was 94 different ethnicities.
I understand
so I had
that.
Europeans, I had Americans,
Mhm.
I had Muslims, I had people in hijabs, I had
Mhm.
everybody of the Pope. And when I was at Sidra Medical Center, I served everybody from Americans, Australians, Europeans. So I had to make a booklet that served the population that we were serving.
Can't say Africa.
including Muslims who were covered and so
Right.
forth, so everybody could see themselves. So I get what you're saying, but we're just not serving African Americans. We're serving everyone.
I understand that.
So I want to make sure
okay.
that our publications and our brochures that we're putting out, that you may not, if you're not on that front page, but
We're
when
never
you
on the
open
front
that,
page. We always on the
you
inside.
see yourself.
We don't on the
We're on
front
the
page.
inside about that small, but we're
see
never
yourself
the first thing when I hand that to my patient, boom, Black woman and child, or a Black husband, Black woman and child on the front. It's always either a white person and then we on the inside in the corner, small, maybe 2 or 3 pictures, but then you have all these other people of color, and that dwindles
The
my
black numbers down.
And
So
just
time
like
out,
you
big
just
bro,
said,
cut
you
it.
was
So if you got women of color, right? Well, we done met the quota with the 3 Asians, the 5 Hispanics, the Indian, the indigenous, and then you get 1 picture of a Black woman. You done met your people of color quota, right? You done met the quota.
Mm-hmm.
So that's less what I'm trying to tell her. The more when you talk about people of color, when you meet the quota, because all of them can go for white. They look light skinned. The paper bag test. I should have said that they all passed the paper bag test. You got to damn near squint your eyes and tilt your head to see.
You had to send a picture.
But when she was in the Middle East, she had to send them shits back. Cause somebody over there, come on now. Roll the tape, big bro.
Was back because the people that's doing it, they're not thinking. The first thing, white. I wrote a children's book. I hired these people. It's a Black children's book. They sent me white characters when I specifically told them what I wanted. So all I'm just
the
asking
first thing
is
on
we
their
can just
mind
have
is
more
white.
representation. When we even doing our brochures, put a Black baby up there.
But there is a lot of representation.
Okay.
There is a lot of representation in the brochures that we have. I'll take another look, Tamiko, at what we have, but you just have to realize that I get what you're saying, but
No, she don't.
we are representing the community. And it's different if we had a brochure full of Caucasian women, but we want a brochure that represents the population that we're serving.
That's true. But most Hispanics identify as white.
And they can.
They can, but in the brochure, they will look and find someone that looks like them.
Okay.
And that's what we.
So I will go
That's what
take
we
my
aim
stuff
to
off
do.
the unit.
So I done did my Viola Davis. I done picked up my motherfucking purse.
Okay.
Now you finna hear a lot of rattling.
You know, I want you to know that we're doing some good work here.
This is the mic drop.
Yes, I'm listening. I'm just multitasking.
We're doing some good work here. You know, I just applied for a grant for African American women for the mortality rate. So we can those monies go specifically. If we get that grant specifically for our women, what?
Cut. Did this woman just say she just applied for a grant for African American women because we have the highest death rates going up in these hospitals having babies? I just sent Lance some statistics from the CDC this morning. Now you want to separate us from women of people of color. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
So now we can get a grant just for us. So that's not including people of color.
This is to help African American women because they're the ones who are dying at a higher rate than anyone else.
Stop. Did this woman just say because they are the women that's dying? Baby, we both black. They're not saying we are the ones that's dying, but they are the ones. They. Oh, now she's using them pronouns. He, they, she, we, and maybe. Roll that tape, bit bro.
This grant is specifically for them to help decrease the mortality rate.
Watch this shit. Y'all watch this.
No, I'm not trying to be a troublemaker, but what I want you to understand is you just told me you just applied for a grant for African American women. But when we've been talking, you started talking about people of color. So now we're separate when it comes down to a grant. But when it comes down to brochures, it's people of color. This is what I'm talking about. We're good enough to get your money, but we're not good enough to be top notch on your calendar.
Bam!
That's what I'm talking about.
Big bro, can you just scroll that back just a little bit more and replay that bitch?
You read my mind. Hold on a second.
Can you just back that thing up, juvenile that bitch?
That's right. We're going to do it right now. Right now. Here we go.
This is what I'm talking about. And that's how we came up with the title.
A troublemaker. But what I want you to understand is you just told me you just applied for a grant for African American women. But when we've been talking, you started talking about people of color. So now we're separate when it comes down to a grant. But when it comes down to brochures, it's people of color. This is what I'm talking about. We're good enough to get your money, but we're not good enough to be top notch on your calendar. That's what
now watch this. About. Now watch this. Now pause, big bro, pause. Now, mind you, when we first started, remember I read you the things that I have to do by today. Go see homeboy, call homeboy. Right? Now, since I done gut punched ass, now you finna make me go see. I already got somebody. So when I call him this morning, when I get off this live, when I call him, I'm already seeing somebody. And I specifically asked to speak to a black person or an African American counselor.
Right.
I didn't ask to speak, and I specifically said, I do not want to speak to any person of color or white. I have that right. But roll that tape, big bro. And watch how she talked. I done stood up and started packing my shit now.
That's where it ended. It was.
Oh, okay. I thought you I'm sorry. I thought you played the part when she said, and make sure you go see Mr. SpongeBob.
I might have cut that part out, not knowing because
that's okay. No, that's okay. That's perfect.
We'll run that last punchline back just for the heck of it. Here we go.
Yes.
A troublemaker. But what I want you to understand is you just told me you just applied for a grant for African American women. But when we've been talking, you started talking about people of color. So now we're separate when it comes down to a grant. But when it comes down to brochures, it's people of color. This is what I'm talking about. We're good enough to get your money, but we're not good enough to be top notch on your calendar. That's what I'm talking about.
See what I'm saying?
Dead silence.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's their job, though. That's what they do.
Yeah.
Secret groups, you know, they do master's bidding. And they had to have the white lady there to monitor everything because she didn't want you to break. She didn't want you to influence the one they had, in shackles to do their bidding, turn them militant and a troublemaker, radical troublemaker like you are. They're always scared when they have that one person who's not afraid to speak the truth, and they don't want them near their slaves because they own them in their mind. So we got to make sure to protect our little minions from this militant Negro. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Where my book at? Wait, here she go. Hold on. I'm going to read you something out of the Negro Project by Margaret Sanger, Diabolical, Dangerous, Disastrous, Deadly Plan for Black America. And you wonder why Black folks so religious. If you want to get a nigga and he in the church, that's where you go brainwash his ass, and you can do whatever. They gonna be like Play-Doh, very pliable. So now in one, while I'm looking for it, but now in one breath, you done said all this about how people of color. I can assure you that will be with people of color. You sound just like Kamala Harris. She wasn't expecting that shit. I'm not gonna just do for Black people what I do for Black. It's gonna benefit everybody. So you think this fucking grant you finna give, and they're gonna get this grant. They're gonna get this grant because see now they done built up downtown. They done people are colorized this mofo. They got these condos, apartments, buildings going up. It's right in the heart. See, we moved out to the suburbs thinking we leaving the ghetto. Now they coming out the suburbs, walking their dogs and walking to work and walking to the grocery store. Everything is convenience for them. They got the little place the eateries, you can sit outside. They got all their little stuff. Now we got to take a plane and a train to get from the suburbs, and $374 worth of a gallon of gas. But now you want to use us to get a grant that's going to benefit that white woman and all them people of color. But you're going to use specifically, and how other people say, specifically, the money that you're going to get from the government for Black women, African American. You notice she didn't say African from the diaspora. You notice she didn't say Caribbean. She said African American women. This money is going to benefit all the clientele, whether you from Jamaica, Haiti, Tobago, Tornado, Africa, and Europe. It's going to benefit everybody, but we can't even get on the fucking cover of your brochure that you had to every patient that we have that come through that front door, whether they delivered or not. What did Malcolm X say? Whoever controls the images controls the mind. And you wonder why a lot of Black people got self-hate, because we don't see, but when we do see ourselves, it's always in a negative light. My booty hole pink and my coochie brown. Pound town.
Don't get me started.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's what a lot of booty holes gonna be, pink and they coochie brown. It don't make sense. But I stood my ground. Let me tell you something. I know. I found another a remote job where I can work with pregnant women. It's through United Healthcare from home. But I know I have to leave there because after I said that white thing and that Black thing, they're going back to the chambers, and then we got to get rid of this militant one right here. This is the girl that Margaret Sanger was talking about. The rebellious crew in the church. Them the ones we got to be careful of. What is that? What, come on, let me. The rebellious crew, because them the ones that gave her all that pushback. Dang. Let me see what the chat say. Yeah, might drop nothing. This is a atomic bomb drop. Thanks, Raw. I dropped the bomb on them,
Planetary explosion.
baby. Thank you. You should have seen how she looked at me. That's fucked up. But I can't put my hand on it right now in this book that I got in my hand. But she said that in his review, these bad strains were typical not only for blacks and other minorities, but the shiftless, ignorant, worthless class of antisocial whites in the South. Not only did she want to get rid of us, but she wanted to get rid of that white trash. And that's why, from now on, I ain't gonna say that shit ghetto. That's some white trash shit right there. That's some white trash. Now, I can't say white trash. I'm gonna say that's some trailer park trash. Trailer park. Because it's very few black people live in the trailer park. Now, although there's some, but you're gonna use us to get you a grant. But we can't be on the front of your damn magazine. We can only be on the inside. Oh, we got to spook that set by the door. That's a good movie. I see why they didn't want that damn movie out. I want to be like Pinky in the Brain, try to take over the world. My goal is for this, to be coming out of the closet like Pride Month, is to make sure that you represent, even if you get a photo with all white people in it, a photo with all black people in it, a photo with all Asian people in it, a photo with all Hispanic people in it, and you give this photo to the people according to their what they identify with. Because you saw the man, the little crazy white man, say he identifies as a gay black woman, and he's straight a male. But you want to use us to get money. We only beneficial when it's time to get money. I said what I said. Kamala Jr. That's fucked up. But that's what goes on behind closed doors. That's why people don't talk. That's why that baby head got decapitated. That's why those people felt comfortable, because somebody told that nurse whoever to wrap that baby up. That wasn't that damn nurse idea. Somebody told her to do that. And you really thought you was gonna get away with that shit? So you don't put nurses in between a rock and a hard place. Now the patient's looking at the nurses like the nurses incompetent. No, we really in the hospital didn't even notify the proper authorities. They didn't even report it. Did you not hear in my write-up when it said Tomiko has voiced concern that she is still dealing with the Sentinel event? A Sentinel event is something that was a loss of life or loss of limb. You have to report those. Operating on the wrong body part, removing the wrong body part, somebody dying due to medical negligence. You got to report that to JCO, the Joint Commission. So that's what I'm talking about.
Wow. See, you're not just somebody on the internet who talks stuff. This is real life for you. So you're a real one, even though we know you're a real one. But when you are the real one and the ones who are just the images and engineered persons, I wish I had in certain situations done the same thing, but there's enough people that know, that speak on it. So real recognizes real. So I recognize you. There are many people in the chat room right now that are real, and I'd be all here all day if I was to name them out. And I'm just so in a vibe with those who have that same spirit. I don't care if there's only 10 of us, I'm good.
That's right.
Exactly. I'm going to put it where it's focused and who can benefit from it And when you came with this or anything you come with, it's going to go up. You don't even have to ask me. Just tell me, because I know it's going to be.
I appreciate it.
No,
I appreciate it, big bro.
Yeah. You're going to tell it like it is. I rock with
Cause
you.
this my outlet. You know, I got a damn near $60,000 student loan for going to nursing school to become a nurse. And
Right.
see, when you're on the outside, you don't see the behind the walls, what really go on. And then when you back there, you say, this some fuckery. The bumble clod is this. It's some bumble clod bullshit going on in these hospitals. They supposed to be, I'm telling you, and we talk amongst each other. How you not know this patient? You know this patient got a 50-50 chance of dying in this C-section. This lady got all kind of ailments wrong with her, and she got like this big old leg. She wasn't my patient. She was a scheduled C-section. Do you know that lady died on the table? But we thought she would die from the surgery. She died because they tried to, because she was so swollen. That's why when they do your anesthesia, they ask you to stick out your tongue to see if they can intubate. Sometimes when in an emergency, the bigger you are, the most difficult it is to access your airway. So it will behoove us to get our ass in shape and lose weight. Because if somebody needs to assist you in an emergency, or we got to pick up your 300, 400, 500, 600, 700 pound self, that's challenging. You ain't gonna come in the hospital on a hover mat. That's that bad we can blow up and slide your ass like butter. And dead weight, sick weight, that shit. I'm just telling you from my experience. Nurses done threw their back out. Nurses done threw their shoulders out. Feet, knees. Taking care of morbid obese patients. Instead of the anesthesiologist taking over, because you know they was trying to make a home, not a homemade, but make a trach in her, because her throat had done, I don't know what, but some they couldn't intubate, so they was trying to intubate, do the trach thing. You got to cut and all that kind of shit. First of all, they should have did it in the main OR where they have that type of equipment, because when we do C-sections, the only thing we have is a hysterectomy tray. Anything that go haywire, we got to call the main OR to get they text to run to our OR. Hey, can you bring me the trach kit or whatever, however it go? I'm not a surgical tech, so I don't know. Instead of the anesthesiologist taking the fucking lead and doing it himself, he's still trying to teach, and that lady drowned in her own blood. That's on Mary Had a Little Lamb. This is the shit. When I tell you that black nurse, man, that girl looked like she had to stuck her finger in the goddamn socket. And she couldn't take off because she had to work. So now we're dealing with
Okay, Miko, you still with us? I still see you, but I'm not sure. Okay. She stepped away for a second. Yeah, but that's the thing. You have so many people who we assume are on our side, but they're really placed there covertly. Oh yeah, she just fell off. So let me see if she's going to come back. Yeah, she had to leave maybe for a second. So maybe she had a phone call or something of importance. But we're going to hang here. Okay, here she is.
Yeah, my
Right,
sister had done called me. I had a call that bumped me off.
I figured. Yeah, she had to leave maybe for a second. So
Let me turn my other phone down because I'm looking in the chat too. But yeah, that's the thing. So that's why I am the way I am. A lot of nurses are stressed out because when we talk and we tell, we get labeled the militant, the tattletale, the troublemaker, all this kind of stuff. But you heard from their mouths what Tagwan. She just told us that I can guarantee, I can prompt whatever she said, that it's going to be people of color. You're on the, so why does it matter if a black person on the outside? Well, why does it matter you get this black grant? This the shit I'm talking about. And you wonder why your family members going up in these hospitals dying. But you go to the Middle East and they send you back because they think Middle Eastern people are white. Whoever did that program, which are usually, and I wanted to ask that lady, what color are the people that do your marketing team? Even if you had a black person, you still couldn't be, because if you go into the store and you see them little feed a kid, you notice all those little non-black kids on there. If they have all black kids, you think them shits would be emptied in the motherfucker. Don't nobody want to donate. Did you see the stimulation where they had the blind man with the walking stick, and then the white man with the walking stick to walk up and grab somebody's arm to help them? Did you see that? That man down there, he was looking like, motherfucker, like I can't believe this nigga just touched my arm. But the white man, everybody helped him. Everybody. And this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. So I can't wait for the replay because they didn't catch this live. I mean, what you mean by the replay? This is the live, so they're going to have to replay it on their own, right?
Right. After we're done with the live, it'll be up as a video.
Oh, gotcha.
On YouTube, so people will still come and hit it.
Okay.
And so, even though this wasn't promoted and pushed out there.
No, because this was the last minute.
When they stumble upon it, and those who are regular going to check it out.
Yeah.
Trust me, there's going to be a lot more traction on this. So, it's early in the morning over there. And when we started
8:31.
The schedule wasn't, so we just put it out there. So it's live. They're getting it now. And it's about 34 people watching. So trust me, you'll get all day long when you start out something like this. Trust me, the way you did it, the way you suggested it was a great idea. So
I'm glad.
Made a separate unlisted video, put it up, and you just tell me when to cut and to put it back on. So your narrative is easily digested with what they heard instead of just them hearing this.
And me not being able to interject.
Key points that might have gone over anybody's head, not that we're please, but you were there and you pointed it out. So you dissect excellently. So even a fool would understand it. So, you're going to have
I just want them to know that I'm Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson in the ring for y'all when it comes down to this here. I'm true to be one. I'm true. Like I said, before my mom and daddy knew that they was having a girl, they knew that I was going to be one, be black first. That's all I'm just saying. Thanks for the super chat. Oh, whatever this thing called. Thank you so much. Because, it's serious out here. We need these hospitals. But we need to go up in there with some sense. And also, not just some sense, money, but some common sense. And if you get healthy, the less you see of their ass. We just got to change our diet, change the stress, get out in that sun and exercise, eat healthy fruits, cut back on the meats, dairy. We can do this. We can do this. Because you just heard what my director just said. I just want you to know we're doing some good things here. You niggas are coming in good and handy when it comes down to getting this grant money. They're going to get that grant money. Trust me, they're going to get that grant money.
For real. That
I know. And that grant money, you think they're going to be like, oh, no, you think they're going to be like Dave Chappelle, mine, this is my money. But he had that money, what I'm saying? I'm rich, bitch. You think that, oh, no. This is for African-American women. No, we just open the door for you to, again, screw us in the ass and benefit off our backs. And we still be dying in the labor rooms. But we're going to end on that note.
Yes.
We're going to end on that note. And Big Bro, I thank you for coming to the rescue at such a short notice. I thank everybody in the chat room. I thank those who are going to watch this video later. Much love. And y'all just keep me lifted up in prayers.
Always.
Because, baby, somebody got to go in. Somebody got to go in.
You did an excellent job.
Yeah, they should use some of that money to get Pampers up. No, because black people don't sell like that. I mean, we sell, but that's not what they want to promote. All right. I'm going to get on and start my day. I'm going to hit the gym, call my sister back. But I love y'all. Thank y'all. And this helped me keep my head up.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Big Bro. Thank you.
Man, for this thing. So it's always on a moment's notice. I'm ready. If I'm here, we're going to do it.
Okay.
All right. Much
love.
All
right, y'all. Much love. Look more.
All right. Bye-bye.
John Hawkins showed up in our country, telling us of a land filled with luxury. He said, black man, follow me to America. There you'll find more gold for your labor. Our foreparents were tricked onto his boat. Since that time we've been wrestling with the gold. We landed here in Jamestown, Virginia, 400 years to suffer. So my friend, it's easy to tell, white man heaven is black man hell. When the slave master wanted to have some sport, he would heap on our parents' cruelties of the worst sort, burn them at stake, hang them on trees. His ears were deaf to our parents' pleas. Though you were pregnant, black woman, you pull the plow like a horse, like a dog, even a cow. He filled your womb with his wicked seed. His half-white children you were made to breed. Oh, my friend, it's easy to tell, white man heaven is a black man hell. So-called Negro, open up your eyes. Black man everywhere is on the rise. He has kicked the white man out of Asia, and he's going fast out of Africa. With every ounce of strength and breath, his cry is give us liberty or give us death. The whole black world has their eyes on you to see what the so-called Negro is going to do. So my friend, it's easy to tell, our unity will give the white man hell. God made a promise to Abraham. His seed would be a stranger in a foreign land. They would suffer and be afflicted 400 years, but he would come, wipe away their tears. Our God and Savior, Allah has come. He has declared the white man's day is done. He has given us a divine messenger, one prophesied to come. His name is Elijah. We now can stand up the whole world to tell. Our God has come to give us heaven and take the devil into hell.
Hey, this is Oscar the Lawyer. You're listening to the LANCESCURV Show.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
'Cause it's a war on the real, baby.